and also that our country and our law should also foster an environment at which all these human rights defenders can work. Of course, as you know, civil society organizations and several other human rights defenders, they have gone through a lot of intimidations, gone through a lot of harassment. You've seen them here and there. They are not well recognized. And of course, in terms of funding as well, there's no adequate law that gives them that right to continue to do what they're doing. So this human rights defenders bill, it's apt, it's the right time, and of course, I want to appreciate all the members from all the 6 geopolitical zones, at least for supporting this bill today on the floor of the House. And of course, you can see the ayes more than even the nay. It shows that our members are ready to support the human rights defenders, and this is the right thing to do. Of course, that will also connect us to whatever standard that it is out there at the international level. Of course, we've been faced with a lot of challenges. We've seen so many violations in Nigeria as far as human rights is concerned, but we really need to give powers and strength to those defenders. Give them the power, give them the strength, let them be well recognized anywhere that they are, that the law backs them up. And so that's why I take it upon myself and the co-sponsor of the bill, also Mudashiru Lukman from Osun State, to propose this bill. And I appreciate my members and the leadership of the House for the passage of this bill for the second time. Yeah, we oversight the National Human Rights Commission, and our job is to also strengthen them. We've seen a lot of violations. They have a lot of cases, thousands of cases that are yet to be attended to. So then I realized that there is need for us to collaborate, partner with these CSOs, these human rights defenders. If they don't take up these cases and make these cases to be meaningful to our people, how will even our committee be able to attend to it? So we've been able to oversight NHRC. We've been there, checked their books. Of course, they are not well funded, the NHRC, but hey, they are trying their best to ensure that they live up to standard. I'll give an example of a gentleman that was sentenced by the Supreme Court just a few days ago, Samuel Jackson. And we are now in the process of seeing how we can talk to the governor of Adamawa, because of course now they have sentenced the gentleman to hanging. And if you look at the case, it's a human rights issue. And of course, we respect the apex court. However, the clemency is what we are really looking after, to see how we can talk to the governor of Adamawa to be able to, as a committee, to be able to just grant this guy grant him something that to make him to leave. And of course, we are also coming up, as far as part of our oversight, to amend our criminal and penal code. We've seen situations where a little issue in one state would just result into death penalty for no reason whatsoever. I mean, you steal just a broom, or you steal just a small minor issue, and then they sentence you to death. So, and also, we also will look at those who are mentally challenged. If they ended up in anything that has to do with criminal situation, we have to consider their impairment. So that is part of what we've been able to discuss with the Commission as part of our oversight, to see how we can amend the penal and the criminal code so that we can abolish death penalty. So we are in the process. The Deputy Speaker, of course, has done his part by trying to amend the Constitution. However, my job now is to amend the penal and the criminal code. That way, the federal courts, I mean, judges can have that discretion to know exactly what to do as far as those minor cases are concerned, and not have to sentence them to death. So we want to not totally abolish that death penalty, but at least to reduce it to a bare minimum. So